What's up guys, I'm Rhett. Welcome back to Lawn Insider. It's the last week of April. I don't have any applications to make, and today's video is pretty much strictly going to be about mowing. But before we get into the mowing, I will show you around the lawn so you can see what we've got going on. And we are finally at 100% green up across the entire lawn. Got a pretty nice deep dark green color. Last time I mowed was Thursday, and today is Sunday. So we are definitely ready for a cut. Here's a close-up of the lawn, and you can see pretty nice carpet there, but it definitely could use a trim. Speaking of a trim, let's look at the elephant in the room. This elm tree is an atrocity, especially if you have Bermuda grass, because you know how bad shade is for Bermuda grass. Luckily, the shade hasn't really been an issue. You can see everything's filled in underneath here. I do have the benefit of having the sun rise over here on this side of the house and then set over here on this side of the house. So my front lawn has sun, and my back lawn for that matter, has sun the entire day. The only places that don't are the side yards because they get blocked by the houses a little bit. But again, luckily in our neighborhood, the houses, they're not super far apart obviously, but they're far enough apart to where the Bermuda doesn't have any problem filling in. But yeah, this elm tree is ridiculous. These branches are like 15 feet long in some cases. It's pretty much impossible to get into my wife's car without getting hit in the head. And you see that when I mow here in a second, I'm gonna have to be dodging branches, and I probably won't do a great job at that. But for now, it's on the back burner because I don't wanna have to deal with it, because when you do finally trim this thing, you have to cut down the branches, you have to make the bundles and put them on the sidewalk, and it's just a whole process that I don't want to have to deal with right now. I do have some seed heads that are starting to pop up in the lawn, and right here there are a few. And if you don't know what a Bermuda seed head looks like, this is it right here. So if you've had kind of a white haze starting to pop up in your Bermuda lawn at any point, and you've looked down and seen these are not weeds, they are Bermuda grass seed heads. And there's not really much you can do to prevent them. They pop up when your grass is under some sort of stress. And in hybrid Bermuda grass, they don't do anything, because hybrid Bermuda grass, the seed is sterile. So even though we do have seed heads, the seed heads are not going to produce a viable seed. So you can't like even collect them and harvest the seed for anything. They're pretty much just there to kind of look ugly and give your lawn trouble until they eventually go away. So here's a closer look at what these seed heads look like. And seed heads compared to regular blade of grass, they're a lot harder. It's more like the stalk of the plant. And when you cut into them, they're also white. So even when I cut this, there's still gonna be kind of a white haze in this area. It's not gonna be as bad as it is now, but it's not just gonna completely go away from mowing. And then let's go ahead and look at the backyard before we get into the mowing today. And the backyard, same thing. We have some seed heads over here on the fence line, and they're right here in all this area that you see that's kind of lighter or looks kind of whitewashed. Those are the areas that have the seed heads. But overall, I've already edged and trimmed today. So all we have left to do is mow. I think back here in the backyard, I'll probably do some sort of diagonal stripe pattern. And then in the front yard, I think I'm gonna go horizontal, meaning I'm gonna mow parallel with the sidewalk and just work my way back to the back fence this way. All right, so we're gonna jump into the mowing. I'm gonna put the camera on a tripod and y'all can join me. Just finished up in the front and the side yard. I just wanted to show y'all what it looked like afterwards. So I did go back over these off camera just to burn in the stripes a little bit. But you can see we've got the horizontal stripes here and some remnants of the ones that run this way too. So we got a little bit of a checkerboard thing going on. But there is the front. Let's see if we can get close up on the grass there. So it's coming in pretty nicely. So far all I've put down is a granular fertilizer, that green tracks that I had left over in my garage from years past. And I haven't put down any liquids as of yet. So at least theoretically we should be able to get this even darker and nicer looking than it is right now. But it is looking pretty good, I must say. It's filled in pretty nicely. And we've also had the weather on our side a little bit. In the past week or so, we've actually gotten close to 2 inches of rain at my house. So that's been very nice and a welcome change from what we've been getting up to that point in the year. But now we're gonna jump to the back. Like I said, probably a diagonal pattern in the back, and we'll see what that looks like. Okay, we don't have much sun, so the stripes back here definitely aren't really popping. What you might see though is some scalping in a few areas. So like here, for instance, here. So in my yard, since the backyard specifically is on an incline, when the grass gets a little too tall in between mows and I come out here and mow, on the trips downhill, sometimes the mower digs in a little bit and produces those scalping marks. In this case, those are all pretty superficial. They didn't get really deep, so they will take care of themselves as long as I stay on top of my mowing schedule. But basically what those scalp marks are telling me is, hey, you need to mow even more frequently than you're already doing. So again, I mowed Thursday, is currently Sunday. So I probably would have had a better result had I ended up mowing the backyard yesterday. It's kind of a phenomenon in my yard. The backyard grows more quickly than the front just because there's literally no shade back here. So it just grows more quickly. It could be on an even more frequent mowing schedule than the front yard, but I'm not gonna do that. What I'm probably gonna do is just use a plant growth regulator and have the entire lawn regulated. And what that does is slow down the vertical growth of the grass to where I don't have to mow as often. And the Bermuda is going to be a little bit more forgiving if I do wait a few more days in between mows, to where you won't see as much scalping. But I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this video right here. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Pretty simple video today, just the mowing. And if you did, please leave it a like. If you're enjoying the content and you want to continue to see more of it, hit that black subscribe button below the video. And if you have any questions, comments, concerns, leave those in the comment section below. I'll see y'all again soon. Lawn Insider out.